Hi, my name is Joy Barua. I have just sung in a film called Kalavar with music by Mr. Anil R. I've sung two songs which go by the name of Aide Aide and Vide. Hi to Cinegoers.com viewers. I am a singer in Bombay. I'm from Assam in the northeast. I did grow up in a musical family. My dad was my inspiration. He was a violinist, and he gave me a violin when I was very young. So when I was like 4 years of age, and that was the beginning. I think I had a knack for that instrument, and I started singing a little in school from my classes 2, 3 onwards. And I grew up in a primarily Western environment of music. So that was the sort of music and family that was encouraging me. More or less, yeah, I think I answered your question. There were a lot of people, primarily my dad, my uncles, my cousins, all of them have played or one instrument or been singing, yes. My extracurricular activities in school and college were primarily music, singing, playing the guitar, accompanying, singing for myself, solo, bands, and some sport like volleyball and football, cricket. Yeah. First time I worked for a music director was in 2003, end of 2003. I worked for Mr. Anu Malik in Munna Bhai MBBS, the first movie. Bombay has been very kind to me right from the first week when I started working. And I come from a primarily Western sort of background as far as my music is concerned. And it has always been very encouraging, and I always have done a lot of work in that sort of a genre. So yes, it's been very good so far. I have worked as a vocal arranger on a lot of songs. Started my career with my first director, Mr. Malik. I've worked for Preetham. I've worked for Vishal Shekhar. I've worked for Salim Suleiman, Jatin Lalit, Anand Raj, a lot of them. And my first Munna Bhai MBBS, the Sikh the club mix was a very big hit. Last year, I guess, this year, Dev D was a cult song. That's how I came here. I sang the redemption song for Dev Das in this movie where he doesn't want to die and comes back to life. I sang the title song for Jumbo, which was popular among kids. Recently, I sang in the movie Ajab Prem Ki Gazab Kahani. I sang one of the title English vocals on a track called Tera. So yes, in the last year, all of them have been popular in their capacity. Let me do the Ajab Prem Ki Gazab Kahani thing. It goes like this. Shining in the setting sun like a pearl upon the ocean, come and feel me, oh heal me. Shining in the setting sun like a pearl upon the ocean, come and feel me, come and heal me. It's a tough thing to say. Everybody I've worked with has been generous in terms of compliments. Mr. Malik, Preetham. I've done a little work for one of the most famous directors India has ever seen, Mr. Pyarelal. I've had the good opportunity of having lunch with him where he was again generous in praise. Vishal Shekhar, Anand Raj, Salim from Salim Suleiman, all of them. I've done a lot of jingles for people like Rupert, Ram Sampert. All of them have been, very encouraging. My inspiration primarily when I was growing up had been my father. I used to look upon to him when he played the violin, because he was the one who told me that learn the art for what it is, but play for the people who are listening to your instrument, to your voice. So that was a primal inspiration. And when I grew up, I had inspiration in terms of the music I listened to. There were the Beatles. There was John Lennon. I listen to a lot of Sting now. I guess he's a very big inspiration for me. About my debut in Telugu films, I've come here to work with your very famous music director, Mr. Anil. He'd heard of my work from a famous film early this year called Dev D. And he when he was working on the film, he told me this one, that he shortlisted a couple of songs and the singers that he wanted to come for his film. And I happened to be on the top 2 of his shortlist. So that was interesting. And then we spoke, and Anil had come to Bombay to record me. And we had a very good 2 to 3 days of recording. And it was a great experience. It's a new language, it's a new form. The language is different. I come from the northeast Assam where the language is very different, and then to Bombay and here. So it has been a great experience, and Anil has been very helped me to sing the way I want to, in a very natural form, regardless of the filmy components around the song. So that's been a revealing experience.